What is up, everybody? Skunk72 coming at you from nice January day in Southern California. It's the first dry day we've had in well over a week. I know I haven't been on the bike since like right after Christmas. So actually, I think I did take it for one little ride after that, but I didn't take the camera with me. I just wasn't in the mood. I just wanted to ride and enjoy myself. So, heading over to Mama's house to set up a new DVD player for her. Mom is very technology challenged. You plug a couple wires in, set up on the internet, and it's good to go, but, you know, gotta take care of Mama. You know how that is. So first of all, let me apologize about the same old scenery that y'all have seen about a million times. I'm not going to be going up in the nice scenery canyons today because after all the rains and stuff, we had a bunch of rock slides and stuff like that, and there's gravel all over the road, and I just don't feel like dealing with that today. If I want to go in the canyons, I want to be able to lean the bike and enjoy it and go through, you know, go through the turns at a higher rate of speed and have some fun. And if there's going to be gravel on the road, it's just not safe to do that today. So for today, I know this is also a little bit of a worn out subject, but there's some new developments. And it's pretty upsetting, actually. So I'm going to be complaining a little more about California today. As much as I love this weather that we have most of the time, it's just not worth it to be here at all. I mean, the priorities in this state are so messed up. So, as of January 1st, there's a new deal with the equipment violations for exhaust systems. And first of all, CHP was given a whole bunch of money to send officers out with one specific intent, and that is to find exhaust system violators. Now, in my eyes, putting extra police officers out with the specific intention of going after people for their exhaust is just a gross waste of resources, when they could be actually going after the people that are driving recklessly, talking on their cell phones, driving drunk, and putting people in real danger. Now this kind of stuff is going on every day. I'm a first responder. I go on these calls where people are driving recklessly and driving drunk and causing people serious injuries, sometimes causing innocent people to die. And yet they want to pay extra officers to go after only exhaust violators. So the next issue with that is, I'm going to put up a little screenshot I took from a Facebook page where it lists a bunch of the fines for different traffic offenses. And you'll notice that the maximum fine of $1,000 per occurrence for having an illegal exhaust system, the maximum fine is $1,000. Now, I don't know the exact number. It's going to be in the graphic I put up. But the fine for driving around with a child unrestrained, no seatbelt, no safety seat, is in the 400s. It's like $482. So you're going to tell me that it is more important to take care of the people with exhaust systems than it is to have a child not in danger. That right there, that just blows my mind. Where are our priorities? You know, this goes along with all the things that happened in the recent election in California, where the people of my state voted that it was okay for... Sorry, I got a little distracted there. The people in my state voted that they would rather have the state legislature have the freedom to increase our registration, which we already pay probably the highest registration in the country. They can also increase the gas tax, which again, I'm pretty sure we pay the highest prices in the country. People voted that they can do that anytime they want, for any reason. And they used this whole thing saying that all road projects were going to be canceled because of this, and people were going to be put out of work. And then they went on to say that first responders say that their responses are going to be delayed because of this. I'm a first responder. Paying less in registration and gas is not going to slow my response one bit. Alright, so you may all remember from last year, I did a video that was talking about how California has been soft on crime, and they've adopted this policy of releasing what they call, and I quote, non-violent offenders. They don't really serve much time. They get released back out on the street because they are, quote, non-violent. Well, several of these, quote, non-violent criminals have murdered people after being released early. Murdered. These are lives that if the person had stayed locked up where they should have been, they'd still be here. These lives were taken. Innocent people. The guy that killed Sergeant Owen in Antelope Valley, he was an early release because he was a non-violent offender. And what he did was he placed a false 911 call to get a police response and ambushed him. Not only did he ambush him, he shot him multiple times in the back of the head while he was already down on the ground. And this was a non-violent offender. We're also now doing, in California, a no bail policy. So again, if you're, quote, non-violent, if you've been arrested for a, quote, non-violent crime, you don't even have to pay bail. You go to jail, you get processed, you get released. So let me throw this situation at you. A little scenario. A person gets caught by the police breaking into a car, gets arrested, gets taken to jail, gets processed and released because he's a non-violent offender, gets a court date a couple months in advance, or a couple months away, so he's released for those couple months without having to pay any bail. Let's say during those couple months he decides, I'm going to go out and break into another car. Except this time, a little something different happens. The homeowner catches him breaking into said car. Homeowner comes out to stop him, they scuffle, and something happens and one of them ends up dead. Once again, a non-violent offender, just because he wasn't violent the first time, becomes violent because of a change in the situation, and again, lives are lost unneededly. So this is what I don't understand. We're gonna go soft on crime, people that commit real crimes, and throw the book at you for having an exhaust system. I don't get it. You know what, there's something I did forget to mention before I said my little goodbye. So we're gonna roll back a little bit here. Actually, I'll just do my goodbye again and cut the first goodbye out. How about that? That should probably work. Forgot to mention, I don't fully understand this new law. I gotta read up on it more, because there is some wording in there about motorcycles being exempt from the, there's a 95 decibel rule for how loud your exhaust can be, and motorcycles are exempt for that 95 decibels. Now, I'm not going to start a debate on the loud pipe saves lives, whether you believe it or not. I personally do believe that loud pipes can save your life. If people know you're there, they're looking for you. I don't mean it has to be obnoxiously loud at all times, but I'd like to have the ability to pull in the clutch and make a little noise when I need to let somebody know, hey, I'm right here, because, I mean, it gets attention. This, you hear that? I could barely hear it. That was my horn. That thing is freaking useless. So what's going to get your attention more? That or that? So, I mean, when I get a little more research done and figure out how exempt motorcycles are from these new laws, like I said, I really don't fully understand them. I don't know if maybe motorcycles are just exempt from the fines, or if you're not supposed to get stopped for that. I have talked to a couple of very cool highway patrol officers that I come across at work, and they have told me that it really is up to the individual officer, but the vast majority of them are probably not going to stop you just for that, as long as you're not being a jerk and revving your engine when you don't need to, and you're at least being considerate to others. They're going to be more likely to look for the true offenders that are putting people in danger, rather than stopping somebody just plainly because of their exhaust. But we'll see. I'll do more research and find out more, and as I find things out, I'll mention them in my vlogs. So let's cut this out and say my goodbyes. Rubber side down, shiny side up, and I will talk to you all next time. I'm out.